Hello, today I will present you how to add a second NVMe drive into Atomman X7 Ti, and then I will show you how I installed Ubuntu because I already have it on my drive, and then how to move EFI from Ubuntu to Windows to override the Windows boot manager, and I will explain in a moment why, and then how to use BCDedit to just override the Windows boot manager. So this is my Atomman. I already removed screws to make it faster. So this time you remove only 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I removed them. And now why I'm not removing these? Because they are holding the radiator. So once you will do this, you have to get rid of these. Sometimes you have to be very careful, of course, all the time. And this is very sticky, this thing. So sometimes you need to use some more force to remove it. Eventually you can in the beginning remove all those 6 screws here visible, and then manually remove using some force, remove the radiator from NVMe drive. So I will put it like this, and you can see now I have 2 NVMe drives. So this is the first one, 2280, the one that came with this PC that comes from the vendor, and the second one is 2230, it's the small one. So you can put it here, and you can use only 1 screw here to you have to remove it, put the 2230 inside the slot, and then use this screw to mount both inside. So now I'm going to mount it back, and then I will show you the rest. So I will show the procedure, how to install Ubuntu and how to make everything. So now we will proceed with the installation of Ubuntu on Atomman, and then I will show you how to make it work with the boot manager. So let's switch to the browser, and now I will show you how to make it work. So first of all, you have to download the Etcher. Balena Etcher is available for every operating system, as you can see. So basically you have to click on download for the proper operating system and install the software. I'm not going to explain how to make it work, just because I think that everyone installed the software in Windows, in Linux and Mac OS, so you should be able to do this. Okay, so once you installed it, you should be able to run it. So something like this, flash from file. So you have to put into your USB port USB stick, but before you will do this, we have to go here and we need to type Ubuntu 2404. Yep, and we are looking for this, and the first link goes here. So Ubuntu 2404 LTS, and now we're looking for the solution. So how to download it, and actually there is a button here over there, so download Ubuntu. So just use this one, download Ubuntu desktop. Of course there are other distributions like a server, etc. However, we want to use Ubuntu desktop. And now we have something like Ubuntu 24.042 that we can use to download, or we can use a newer one. However, I did not test yet the 25.04. I will test it later. So I will choose this first one, and I will click on the download button. And now, how do you plan get the latest newest? You do not do this just because here we go, we can see we have information that Ubuntu is going to download. Fantastic. So now we have to wait about 10 minutes or less, depends on the broadband and the speed of your internet, and after that we will be able to use this tool to flash the USB drive using the Ubuntu 24.04.2, and after that we will be able to install the Ubuntu on Atomman. Fantastic. So this is the correct approach we are going to do now. So basically it should be downloaded. Almost. And yeah, it's ready. So the file is downloaded, and you can see it is ready to open the file. So I will get rid of this, and now I will open the Explorer. You can see we have a Ubuntu 24.04.2 downloaded. So let's switch to Ballernature, and now we have to flash from file. So just open the window and just select the proper file, and I'm going to present how we can do it. Just give me a moment. Okay, so we have to click on this blue button, flash from file, right? And then it should open the window. So I will click on it and I will show you how it looks like. So let's do this, and now you should see that you have to choose, in my case, the download directory to be able to make it work. So select this one and then select Ubuntu ISO image and open it to provide the information. And then one more time we have to select the target. So select the target, and now you have to choose, because I already have only one device connected via USB, choose the USB drive that you want to flash and select it. And now the last thing is to flash the device, and it will start flashing the device, and you should see the progress of the flashing, right? So you can see it starting, and now you can see it's flashing. So yes, sometimes there is a problem that you have to unplug the USB drive and plug it back to USB port to make it work. Just sometimes it may happen, yes, that you cannot flash the drive on the first time, but do not worry. Remove USB stick and put it back. Now it's flashing, so we will leave it as it is.
When flashing is complete, Etcher will validate the USB stick. You can now safely eject it. Insert the USB stick into your Atomman PC. Turn it on and immediately press F2 or delete to enter the BIOS or UEFI menu. Inside the boot menu, set the USB stick as the first boot device. Save and exit. The system should now boot from the USB and load the Ubuntu installer. You'll see options like Try or Install Ubuntu. Select Install Ubuntu. Choose your language and follow the steps. You can skip connecting to the internet at this stage. When asked where to install Ubuntu, you'll have several choices. You can install Ubuntu alongside Windows, erase the whole disk, or do a manual advanced installation if you want to set up partitions yourself. For most users, I recommend installing alongside Windows if you want a dual boot, or erasing the whole disk if you don't need Windows anymore. If you choose the manual method, select the target drive, create an EFI partition of around 1 GB, a swap partition of about 2 GB, and use the rest for your main file system. After partitioning, select the device for bootloader installation, typically your main drive, not the USB. Continue with setting your username, password, and time zone. Start the installation and wait for it to complete. When done, reboot the system. Remove the USB stick when prompted. After the first boot, you may notice that Windows Boot Manager still takes priority. To fix this, boot into Ubuntu and open a terminal. Create a mount point for the Windows EFI partition. Sudo mkdir mnt/efi-win. Use lsblk to find your EFI partition. Usually it's /dev/nvme 0n1p1, but check to be sure. Mount it. Sudo mount /dev/nvme 0n1p1/mnt/efi-win. Now copy the Ubuntu grub EFI file. Sudo cp/boot/efi/ubuntu/grub x64.efi/mnt/efi-win/efi/ubuntu. Verify the file has been copied, then unmount. Sudo umount/mnt/efi-win. Remove mount point. Sudo rm-rf/mnt/efi-win/efi. Check MNT directory. ls-lah/mnt. Mount point EFI-win should be removed. Reboot into Windows. Open command prompt as administrator and run bcdedit/set open curly bracket boot mgr close curly bracket /efi/ubuntu/grub x64.efi. Close the window and restart.
Now, grub should appear by default at boot, letting you select between Ubuntu and Windows. If you have problems with grub not showing up, double check your BIOS boot order or use a tool like Boot Repair in Ubuntu. For GPU monitoring in Ubuntu, you can use the NVIDIA-SMI command for basic information. For real-time stats, install nvtop with sudo apt install nvtop and run nvtop. If the Atomman touchscreen doesn't work under Linux, it's due to missing driver support. There's no fix for this right now. In BIOS, make sure primary display is set to auto. If your external GPU isn't detected, try switching to IGFX. That's it! This is the complete process for installing Ubuntu on Atomman, configuring the boot manager, and making sure everything works, including some troubleshooting tips. Thank you very much, have a nice day or night. Take care, bye bye.